Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another action movie night. Tonight, I will be reviewing Mortal Kombat, released in 1995. Mortal Kombat stars Christopher Lambert, Shou, Linden Ashby, Cary-Hiroyuki Tagawa, Bridgette Wilson, Talisa Soto, and Trevor Goddard. Mortal Kombat is directed by Paul Anderson. Now, this is one of the first successful video game adaptations that came out and actually did well at the box office, because normally these things bombed big time. Whether it was Super Mario Brothers or Street Fighter, they just were not films that were hits. Double Dragon was another one. But Mortal Kombat proved that, yes, these movies can be adapted. You know, these video games can be adapted into movies, and they can work. Is it perfect? No. Is some of the casting really good? Yes. Christopher Lambert is pretty good as Lord Raiden. I really liked his performance, his unique way of talking when he's speaking to the people. You know, I mean, he's just, you know, you can't always understand what he's saying because he's got that, you know, accent and everything, but for the most part, he's pretty entertaining in the role of Raiden. And Shou is very impressive in this film as Liu Kang. Linden Ashby steals the show as Johnny Cage. Now, is he as good a martial artist as what Johnny is in the video games? Probably not. This role was originally intended for Brandon Lee. And Brandon Lee would have been badass in here. Now, most people mistakenly think that Brandon was supposed to be playing Liu Kang, but I have heard different, and that he was indeed going to be playing Johnny Cage. And it makes sense with the way that Linden delivers some of these lines. I could have definitely seen Brandon delivering those lines, playing that character. Would I have seen Brandon playing Liu Kang? No. I can't picture that. Cary-Hiroyuki Tagawa is perfect as Shang Tsung. My only negative about him is near the end of the film. I think they weakened his character. I think they made him look a little weak by going with taking Sonya hostage and saying that she's the one that he will fight. It's cowardly, and it makes him look stupid. And the final fight between him and Liu is not one of the best in this film, unfortunately. Bridgette Wilson as Sonya Blade is another one that is... it was good on paper because Bridgette Wilson was really good in Last Action Hero, playing Jack's daughter in there. One of the better parts of that piece of shit movie. But in here, it's like, all the badass fighting style that she had, and how badass she was as Jack's daughter in Last Action Hero is completely gone. And she looks horrible in her fight scenes. Out of all the actors, she is the worst during the fight choreography in there. And that's a shame because it really hurts Trevor Goddard's Kano, who I think deserved better as a villain, because Trevor Goddard gives a intense, great performance, other than the ending for his character where he is systematically killed in a horrible fight scene by Sonya Blade. And it's... If you wanted to do a fight scene, I mean, you look at the scene in the movie Men of War with Dolph Lundgren. He played the main villain in that, and him and Dolph fought in the end of that, and that was a hell of a fight. And that's how it should have been him and Sonya. Sonya should have been portrayed as a better fighter, one of the best of the fighters, and that fight should have been a badass fight in the end of this. Rounding out the actors, you have Talisa Soto playing Katana, and she's kind of wasted here. She doesn't really do much other than, giving little hints to Liu Kang on how to defeat combatants and everything and stuff. And it's just... the character of Katana deserves better than what they gave her. And nothing against Talisa Soto. I mean, she was perfect casting to play Katana. But the way that she was written and the way that she was directed in this thing is just wrong. It doesn't work for me. Another thing that doesn't work for me is stunt actors are playing Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Reptile. Chris Casamassa plays Scorpion, François Petit plays Sub-Zero, and Keith Cooke plays Reptile. And the annoying thing is the way they handle Scorpion and Sub-Zero, who are supposed to be these rivals. And in this film, they decide to make them under control of Shang Tsung. So they have no rivalry in this film. They are servants to Shang Tsung. He says a line in there.
Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Deadliest of enemies, but slaves under my power.
And it's just... Scorpion is a fucking demon from hell out for revenge. He can't be mind controlled. He doesn't have a mind. He's fucking dead. So that just doesn't make sense. That, yeah, you're going to be able to have some weird mind control thing over freaking Scorpion. Bullshit. I just thought those characters could have been done a lot better. Reptile, being this weird CGI creation that just happens to go into this statue and become a live fighter. Keith Cooke does some really good fight stuff with Robin Shou's Liu Kang, but the ninjas, unfortunately, are the weaker aspect of this film. Even though the fight choreography for them are great, how the characters are written for the story is not the best. So, in closing, my final review for Mortal Kombat from 1995. I am going to give this film an 8.1 out of 10. It is, quite frankly, one of the best video game adaptations of its kind. Much better than the more recent Mortal Kombat that they just brought out. But it still has its issues. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And if you like this video, do not forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to be notified for future videos. Well, this is an end of another action movie night. Hope you'll join me tomorrow when we go into another video game night. Hope to see you then. Thanks for watching.